平口，鱼嘴离堆四阵，得令者自入之，以异色图文为标，凭诏令即跟指令官列阵步兵，传递图腾旗。
Hello everyone, from a very special festival known as the Water Releasing Festival that's happening right now in Dujiangyan, a city which is about 50 kilometers away from Chengdu, the provincial capital of China's Sichuan province. So this festival is held in conjunction with today's Tomb Sweeping Day or Qingming Jie, where people across China are paying respects to their ancestors by visiting graveyards, burning incense and placing offerings. And right here, locals are remembering a very special hero on this day by the name of Li Bing. So Li Bing was the governor of the Shu state, which is the ancient name for China's Sichuan province. He was the governor, and this was some 2,275 years ago. And Li Bing, he's a hero because he created an engineering marvel that is still being used today. Basically, he built an irrigation system without using dams, regulating the river flow from the Min River and hence irrigating the farmlands of the Chengdu Plains. It's a bit loud, the music. I hope you can hear me. So in the meantime, to learn more about today's festival, I'm pleased to be joined by Mr. Wang Guoping, who is a poet, scholar and writer. 王老师，谢谢能加入。
不敢。
Mr. Wang is also the vice president of Chengdu Writers Association. Perhaps we can walk, talk as we walk. 王老师就想先问一下哈，您本身是四川人，然后这个放水节对您本身的意义是在哪儿呢？
我觉得不仅我，其实对每一个四川人来说，我们都应该对李斌和李斌率众创建的都江堰水利工程满怀感恩。都江堰放水节，它不仅仅是必要的农事生产活动，也是我们慎终追远、缅怀先贤的文化传承。
So I just asked Mr. Wang, as a local Sichuanese himself, what does this water releasing festival mean to him as a local? And he said that it's not just him, but people in Sichuan in general should be grateful, 感怀, 对吗? To Li Bing, as mentioned, the governor of the Shu state, who created this irrigation system, for being able to nourish and flourish the Chengdu Plains, and also to just keep this tradition and culture going. 那王老师，这个放水节对吗？已经有1000多年了，然后他还看得出，其实挺多人挺火的。为什么这个传统到现在还是就是人家挺注重这个传统的？
对，都江堰放水节兼具历史价值、文化价值和科技价值，它是国家级非物质文化遗产。我们现在也正在申报世界非物质文化遗产。对，我相信只要都江堰还在，只要都江的水还在流淌，都江堰放水节就会代代相传，继续下去。
I just asked Mr. Wang, so this festival has been held for more than 1,000 years, close to 2,000 years actually. So why is it still so popular? The tradition still remaining strong? And he said that. And he actually said that because this irrigation system is actually a national intangible cultural heritage. In fact, it is a UNESCO World Heritage. Hang on, there's a car. 喂，喂。So as Mr. Wang was telling me earlier that this Dujiangyan irrigation system has got, three elements inside. It's got a historical, cultural, as well as a scientific, technological value embedded in it. 王老师，我们现在的定位是在哪儿呢 ？Where exactly among the whole system are we located right now?
我们现在就在都江堰的核心区域，我们对面的就是鱼嘴，对，你看它就像鱼的嘴巴一样，把岷江一分为二。 外江泄洪排沙，内江自流灌溉，就我们这个传统的这种水利工程技術在這裡得到了最完美的體現。
So as you can see, as my camera is panning towards that something like a fish mouth, right? 就鱼嘴. So this is where we are now. We are in one of the most important positions of the irrigation system, in front of the fish mouth. So this is very important because basically it diverts the Min River into two parts, the outer and inner part of the Min River. And the Min River is actually the largest source of water for Chengdu. So this sort of like a bottleneck design diverts water and thus is able to control flooding back in the olden days. 它是用什么来建的啊？
它就是采用了就是当地的泥土和石材来完成这样一个举世无双的水利工程。对，
它是一个人工堤嘛？
对，是个人工堤坝。嗯。
So it's an artificial levee, basically splitting the river into two, as you can see, so allowing it to flow in a controlled manner. A bottleneck design. And it's actually used, natural topographical resources are used to build this fish mouth. So it's amazing because Li Ping actually used, these natural resources, engineering to just control and make use the power of the river. Wang Laoshi, I'm going to ask Wang Laoshi a little bit based on his expertise right now. He is a writer and he has written a few books, one of which is actually, in Chinese, is called 杜江堰的那个工程是不是比那个长城更伟大？ So basically it means that the grandness, right, of, there's another car. Okay, so the grandness of the Dujiangyan irrigation system is greater than that of the Great Wall of China. I'm going to ask him why. 为什么是那个工程比那个长城更伟大？
对，都江堰和长城都是同时代的人间奇迹。长城占据了辽阔的空间，而都江堰穿越了遥远的时间。它不是死去的遗迹。 而是活着的文物，2000多年来，它一直在滋润了成都平原，灌溉着天府之国。
是一样的时代，然后可是它们的分叉，一个是长城，一个是个作用，是吗？
对。OK。长城现在几乎没有发挥作用，它主要是供大家瞻仰。嗯。
Okay. So. Mr. Wang was saying that the Great Wall of China and the Dujiangyan was built in the same time, around the same time, the same dynasty, in fact, but occupies a very vast space, but the Dujiangyan irrigation system actually traversed a very long time, and it has actually nourished the Chengdu plains by controlling floods. As you can see, a brilliant natural topographical system, and thus being able to regulate the river flow downstream into the Chengdu farmlands. Mr. Wang has also written another book that talks about the impact of the Dujiangyan system. 王老师还有写了那本书是吗？是叫什么了？那本书作品？
都江堰2个世纪的影像记录。 我希望通过这样一本书，通过海外友人的手中的镜头和笔下的文字，告诉世界，都江堰尽管偏处西南一隅，但它不是一个封闭和保守的城市，而是一个开放、包容、接纳的城市。它已经向世界张开怀抱，发出了邀请。
So he said that, Dujiangyan, even though it's located in the southwest part of China, it's actually not a closed and, isolated part of China. It's actually pretty open, pretty accepting, and it's open wide to the world. I'm going to ask him why. 为什么你会说这个杜江堰不是一个关闭的一个，而是它是一个开放的呢？
对，它是从2000多年前开始的，通过松茂古道、南方丝绸之路等。就都江堰与世界已经有了沟通和交流的渠道，而且
communication channel through riverways。
对，而且这种交流的方式多元，交流的方向多元，交流的文化也是多元的。
还有科学家是吧？
对，包括马可波罗、李希赫芬、李约瑟等，他们都对都江堰来都江堰考察游历。
So many scientists, one of them actually he mentioned was Marco Polo, has come before to just basically check out this place and, document it and just spread the beauty to the rest of the world. So in a little while, we will be actually witnessing a water releasing ceremony right over there. If you can see the wooden tripods. 我们等一下会看一个那个放水的一个仪式。
对，放水节的内容很丰富。包括用马叉截流的方式截流，然后砍马叉放水、祭祀先贤等很多内容。
So the ritual is very important, very crucial because later you would actually see people knocking off those wooden tripods, thereby releasing water to actually welcome a busy spring sowing period. Okay, so I want to go nearer to where the tripods are, but I'm not sure if we can actually get there. 没事。Okay. Let's come back here then. Okay. Maybe let's head up to see the performance. 王老师想问一下，您觉得人民对这个水利工程的认知，你觉得足够吗？
我觉得目前我们视野还可以再拓展。比如第一就是大灌区的视野，我们以为宝瓶口、飞沙堰和雨水就是全部的都江堰，实际上不是。都江堰的水到哪里？它是成都平原依赖于都江堰，构成了长江上游的生态屏障，茂林修竹、美田弥望的生态景观，感动了世界。
So I just asked Mr. Wang, is the recognition, are people's recognition of this irrigation system enough? And he said, no, it's not enough. And a few aspects should be looked at. So firstly, he said that it is a large irrigation area. So this system is not just about the fish mouth, but it's also the location of it, the hub. Because, it's genius, right? Just picking the right hub and you build sort of like a bottleneck design and thereby diverting the river. 还有哪个方面你觉得不足够呢？
还有大科技，都江堰水利技术和治水理念一直长期沿用于长江流域、黄河流域和珠江流域。
The other aspect that he said is actually when it comes to the technological aspect. In fact, today I think the technology is actually used in the 长江的那个
长江流域
in the Yangtze River Basin as well as a few other basins of the rivers. I want to just catch your attention right now to what's in front of me. As you can see, very elaborate people dressed in elaborate costumes. 王老师这些 他们都是在穿古老的传统。
对，这是传统的马擦节流的技术，就是要用黄泥，就是竹笼马擦，就是修建一个临时的隔离带。那边就是大家就在进行一个砍马擦前的一个准备工作。
So basically, the people here are preparing for the water releasing ceremony. So these are officials dressed in ancient costumes. 我们就快能看到了，是吧？
对，
那个
很快，砍马擦的仪式马上就举行。
So the ceremony, basically, these wooden tripods of just smashing it. Yeah, I think I sort of translated it correct. 就是 Yeah, so basically smashing it, ripping it open to release the water to irrigate the regions downstream. I mean, it looks pretty difficult. 我觉得很难，就是那个对吗？需要很强壮你才可以。
是，但是它这是个非常生态的一个技术，它的所有的材料使用之后都可以再回收利用。
Okay, so he brought a very good point. It's if you think about the environment, right? It's very environment friendly because all these are being used. Natural resources are being used. So even after it's being smashed down, I mean, it could still go very well with the environment. It wouldn't harm the environment. Just to recap, the Dujiangyan irrigation system, it's more than 2,200 years old since it was built by this man called Lynn, whom people here in Dujiangyan are remembering him for. And it's this irrigation system without the use of dam, that has actually nourished the Chengdu plains. Because of its low altitude, Chengdu used to experience floods. And today, this irrigation system is still used to provide water resources to, I think, more than 50 cities in Sichuan province. 今天这个水利工程还就是有这个把这个水对吗？就
37个。
37 cities, my bad, and also irrigate over 668,000 hectares of farmlands. So the impact today to the locals here is still very strong. And as you can see that the waters here are very clean. 这边的水特别，我觉得很清晰，对吧？
对，非常清，它就是
一直来都是特别。
对，都非常好。它是岷江雪山上水融化而来的，因为它的水质非常好。它是成都的水源涵养地。 成都市的生活用水、工业用水、农业用水全从这条江流下去。
So Chengdu actually derives most of its water. It's the largest source of water for Chengdu, and that's the Min River.
而且都江堰的水不仅滋养大地，还灌溉文化。
它在哪一个方面灌溉文化呢？
这中国历史上每个朝代最优秀的文化精英，都是都江堰灌区出来的，比如司马相如、杨雄、杨雄、李白
very very famous poets.
杜甫、苏轼、杨生安等，他们都是喝的，对每个朝代都是喝的都江堰的水长大的。
So he said many of the we Okay, so besides the functional use of the system, the cultural aspect is very strong because many poets have actually come out of, from Dujiangyan, like the ones he mentioned just now, 李白、杜甫 and many more.
而且都江堰对中国的贡献，我们刚才谈到了大灌区、大生态、大文化、大科技，还有一个大后方，就是从秦代开始，都江堰就是秦国的大后方。汉代、唐代、宋代每个朝代，都江堰都是在中国最危难的时候，给中华民族以最后的儒养和保护。
Mr. Wang also said much of the prosperity of China came from Dujiangyan. Back when times were hard, I think it was during the Han Dynasty actually, Sichuan actually provided the resources, the food necessary to China. So basically, I think emperors then came to Sichuan to take refuge. Okay, as we can see right now, we are seeing some topless men running towards the tripods. 但是真的没穿衣服吗？
啊，不会，他要放水。对他穿衣服会被水打湿，所以他不会穿衣服。对。
Okay, I just asked a very silly question because you don't want to get your shirts wet. That's why you go topless. Oh wow, it's a. Oh my gosh, I'm really curious to see how this is being done.
现在就正在砍马叉。
需不需要一个人正式说宣布这个仪式的？
有的。他以前是当地的最高行政长官宣布开始砍马叉放水。
现在呢？
现在也有宣布。
那还没宣布吧？
宣布了，刚宣布。
Okay, so I think we should be still,
开马叉之后
waiting for an order to recite an ode.
春水就流向成都平原。
So the Min River, where we are now, is the Yangtze River's largest and longest tributary. So this system actually channels waters of the Min River from the mountains, bordering I think Gansu and Sichuan, and actually flows through to the Chengdu plain, Chengdu farmlands. 王老师，您也是就写诗歌对吧？对。我们现在等的时候，王老师给我们就说就讲一下你这个浪的诗吧。
好，我为了向李斌致敬，我以前写过一首诗，叫《我要吟唱一个名字》，就是主要是写给李斌的。我要吟唱一个名字，一个与水有关的名字，一个被长叉、造子和锤反复敲打的名字，一个被鱼和土地世代感恩的名字。这个名字就是李斌。好，啊，就是因为都江堰水利工程建成之后，这个人们世世代代感念李斌，他的名字被泊在水上，被都江堰修建者手中的长叉、锄头和造子反复敲打，被岷江河里的鱼世代感恩。对。现在正在拉开马叉，就是砍开马叉之后
需要几个人可以拉开马叉？
要很多人，就拉开之后。
哦哇哦 ，There we go。
对。
每个都要拉对吧？
不，它需要拉开以后它就好了，它就自然它就断开了。
So people, as you can see, that they're pulling right out the wooden tripods.
你看它的石头就是卵石，它的木头就是山上的木头，然后
Oh, basically the rocks are actually extracted from the mountain.
竹子砍伐了，编制的猪笼，都是非常生态、环保、低碳的，它不会对下游造成环境的破坏。打水头，就敲打水的脑袋。
敲打什么？
打水头，就让它听话，要安流顺轨，不要冲毁农田，不要冲坏庄稼，不要冲走牛羊。
Okay, so this is quite cute. If I can get my cameraman, if you can see the people there, they're using sticks to actually hit the river water, right? So they're hitting it because they're actually instructing the river water to behave, right? To be obedient, like don't be naughty, to flow smoothly. 就是很顺畅的一个去啊，是吧？他们打
对，就顺着水流打。对，就是让它听话的意思。让水听话，对，保证成都平原的用水安全。
So that people in Chengdu can safely use the water of the main rivers. So 这每年都是一样这个仪式。
对，因为它是非物质文化遗产，我们必须按照传统的祭祀方式、传统的节流方式来完成这个。啊？对。
Okay, so it has actually served its purpose well because the river has behaved well.
原来旱涝无常的成都平原，从此水旱从人，不知饥馑，就水流啊非常听话，不再冲毁农田。
没有水灾啊？没有水灾了是吧？
没有水灾，哎对。
So floods which used to plague Chengdu, or rather Sichuan, has actually been controlled since this irrigation system was built.
这是工匠。
今天是难得的缘分，让我们欢聚一堂。今天是共同的约约，让我们携手相连。它
慢慢的都会把它冲完，都会冲开。
Okay.
对。
So slowly but surely, all those wooden tripods would be broken down, releasing the water to the downstream regions of the Chengdu farmlands to ring in actually the spring sowing period. A lot of the locals have come here to celebrate. 我们还有什么表演？
对，我们还有就是再现都江堰建成之后，成都平原繁荣富庶的场景，以这种方式来纪念李斌，感恩李斌。
Very elaborate circuit dances and performances to commemorate Li Ping, who was the man behind this irrigation system. If you could just pan there and end the live stream with this performance. And I think that brings our live stream to an end. I would like to once again thank Mr. Wang Guoping, Wang Li 老师，谢谢您，就是这样。
不客气，谢谢你们。
Who actually accompanied us on this live stream. Again, we are from the Dujiangyan Water Releasing Festival. Chengdu used to be a very impoverished city, but because of this irrigation system, it has actually made Chengdu of what is known as today as the land of abundance. Thank you so much for joining us.
那我不说吗？